Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing for you a haul video about my trip to Sri Lanka. I had an amazing time. I was only there for 3 days. I was there for the Gaul Literary Festival. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. This is the festival. We went here. I don't know if you can see that. It's like this tiny little bookmark I got. It's an incredible festival. It was the first literary festival that I had ever been to. And it was an incredible experience. The first thing that I want to show you are these awesome pants that I found. And it took me forever to try and find these because so many boutiques were selling them, but they were so expensive. And it's a literary festival, so I also bought some books, and the limit that I had in my mind was I don't want to pay more for these books than I do for my pants. And so some of them were more expensive than the books that I purchased. And these I got. They're really cool. They have this awesome shell pattern on it, and they're the ones where it's like they're drop crotch pants. So they're really cool pants. I love them so much. So the second thing I got is this shirt. So it has a cool neckline, very simple, short sleeve. I can easily wear it with the shirt that I have on right now. And it has a cool pattern as well. Sri Lanka is really well known for their tea, and so I kind of went crazy on the tea. It was very inexpensive and they looked so cool. We went to this tea shop. It was kind of like a rushed thing, but we went to this tea shop and there were so many different varieties of tea, and they would brew different kinds of tea and you could taste it to see if you liked it and you wanted to get it. I got 3 different types of tea and they were in so many large packages, but I really only wanted to get something small because I'm a lover of tea. I love drinking tea, but I didn't want to get something super huge so that eventually, I wanted to be able to have something smaller. Also, I'll show you the way that I packed for this trip. It's extremely light and I really didn't have that kind of space. So anyway, I got the rose tea. It literally tasted like rose petals. I just really love the taste, and I thought if I could offer people rose tea, that sounds very posh. So that's one tea that I got. I got passion fruit tea. This, I smelled it. So they have they have these jars full of the loose different types of tea, and I smelled it and it smelled absolutely incredible, and I personally love passion fruit so much, so I got passion fruit tea. And then this Ceylon chai. I love chai tea as well, and I felt like this would be a perfect place to get it, and so I'm really excited to try this because I love chai tea as well. And then while we were walking around in the golf fort area, there was this fancier tea shop, and this was before I got the other packages of tea that were a little bit more on the cheaper side. At this tea shop, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but it's black tea with lemon, and this also smelled amazing, so I'm really excited to try this. So that's all of my tea, but I knew I had to get something to drink it in, and I personally love mugs so much. I feel like just having a mug to drink out of is just really fun, especially if they have some kind of sentimental value. So I got this mug, and it's from this place called the Barefoot Bookshop, and if anyone is in Sri Lanka and really wants to get some amazing books or just some trinkets from Sri Lanka that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else, but are still on a little pricey side, definitely go to this place. It was really nice shop, but the only thing I got was this mug. So I'm just going to show you really quickly what it looks like. So I loved it because it had this figurine of a lady on front, and she's collecting tea, and since that's really one of the hallmarks of Sri Lankan culture, I felt like it would be very cool to have this to drink out of, and just every single time I pick it up remind me of my time in Sri Lanka. But my favorite part about this cup is the inside, where it says who made this cup of tea. It's so cute. It's so cute. So I love just little things like that where it's very unique, and I'm super excited to drink my Sri Lankan tea out of my Sri Lankan teacup. As I mentioned, I was at the Gaul Literary Festival, and so of course I had to get books. The amazing thing about this festival was that we were able to be in master classes with a lot of the authors that we had been reading, that we'd heard of before, that were relatively famous. For example, the author of I Am Malala and Narjeen, she was there, and she gave a great talk. I mean, literally there was like no seating. We sat on the floor in the front. It was packed. It was absolutely amazing. So some of the authors that I got so many books. So I've never read Philippa Gregory before, but I've watched the movie The Other Boleyn Girl, and so I got one of her books, went to her session, and she signed the inside of it, and that was very cool. So I haven't, as you can see, my bookmark is right there. I haven't even like scratched the surface of this book, but I'm super excited about this one. Second book is by Colm Toibin. He was an author that we read in class, and the book that we read in class wasn't like extremely interesting, but this one is the more famous, I believe, and so I'm excited to read this book. And he also signed the inside. So this was one of the coolest things ever, where like you have these authors that you could, you know, look up to and things like that, and they've written on the inside of your books. This one is not one that anyone signed, but I've just heard so much about this book. It's called The Painted Girls, and it's supposed to be really amazing. A sculpture was modeled after a woman, and I've actually seen the sculpture in a museum, and it's just like, it's absolutely amazing. I loved it so much, and so reading a book about the woman it was modeled after is really exciting. And this is a book that we read for class. It's called Island of a Thousand Mirrors. It's amazing. You should definitely go and get it. And we did a master class with this author, Naomi Munawira, and I think that was my favorite master class. She was so down to earth and so ready to share her, you know, different skills, and you know, she's just amazing. And so she also signed the inside of my book, if I can find it. Yes. So she signed the inside of my book right there, and that was really cool. So this is like better than meeting Beyonce or something, to be completely honest with you, because these are people that, you know, I want to be an author when I grow up. So I think it was just absolutely incredible to be able to meet them. And then lastly, I met the author of Catherine Boo, who wrote this book, who is also extremely amazing. She signed the inside of my notebook, which was extra cool because it's like every single time I go and write down ideas, I see her signature, but that's somewhere else in my room. So she didn't sign my book because I completely forgot to bring it. Okay, so the last few things that I have are these really cool postcards. It was in the same bookstore that I got the mug in, and they looked really cool. I love the art. So this is one postcard. I don't think I'm mailing these to anybody. I think I'm just gonna put them in my room. And then this postcard, and it's so beautiful. I love the colors, and it just reminds me so much of Sri Lanka. These postcards are relatively cheap, but the larger prints were massive and beautiful and expensive. So I'm really glad that I was able to get these for a little bit cheaper. One of my favorite purchases of the entire trip that I just felt like was kind of the icing on the cake for everything that I was able to purchase is this. These are washable sanitary pads, and I know this is kind of like weird, but to be like talking about this on camera, but it's so cool. I was so excited. So one of my friends brought me over to where this lady was selling these, and it's this company called EcoFem, and if you go to the website ecofem.org, I'll link it in the description box, but you can get all of these different packages of washable sanitary pads. And it's incredible because number one, it saves the environment. Number two, you are like protecting your body, right? Because there's so many different articles that have come out about, you know, sanitary pads giving you cancer, all kinds of different things like that. And so I just felt like this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. So all I had left on, like literally I spent my last few rupees on this. So that is my whole haul for Sri Lanka, but I just really quickly wanted to tell you how I packed for it because it might come as a shock to some people. I know it definitely surprised some of my classmates, but I packed for Sri Lanka. All I took was this. This is all I took. This and a purse so that, you know, I could walk around with my wallet and phone and different things like that. But that is all I took, and it really surprised me because some people had like, you know, rolling carry-ons, different things like that, like actual suitcases. but I felt like all I'm going to do is be there for 3 days. It was hot the whole time, hot and, you know, a little bit humid, so I don't need to bring 1,000 layers of things, and I can just recycle my clothes. All I did was pack extremely light, literally 3 outfits, only a few things, a couple of scarves, a shirt, some pants, just like things that I could mix and match, and my toiletries. And that was it. And I brought an extra bag so that I could, you know, carry all of these things. And that's something that really saved me a lot of money as well. It's just thinking about how am I gonna transport all of these different items back to Abu Dhabi when I go. It was good. Like, I didn't need anything. There was nothing that I was like, like, absolutely not. So just know that if you're a hijabi and you feel like you need to bring all of these different things just because, I promise you it is possible to travel to a different country with a backpack. So you can totally do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And there's this new thing on YouTube where in order to get notifications for new videos, you have to click the this little bell thingy. So definitely click that so you can get more videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Please go to Sri Lanka. It's so incredibly beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.